This is Jocelyn at Hosanna Highland in Mankato, and can you tell us, Jocelyn, can you tell me how it is that you got to be here?
At Highland, a very special place in my heart. Well, I was at an on-campus fair one day, and I had to go for class. It was a nonprofit fair, and I was walking through the tables and just browsing and picking up brochures, and there was Darren sitting at a table with big giant candy bars. And I was like, why do you have big giant candy bars? And he says, because they're awesome. And so he started talking to me and started asking me, what are you going to school for? And all those good things. And he invited me to go on the mission trip with them. I said, oh no, I can't. I have plans for spring break. I'm going to the Nationals, and I'm going to go visit my aunt in Texas, so I'm not going to be able to make it. But I decided I would come to Pivot on Wednesday, and I would meet him and his friends and everybody here at Highland. And so I brought my roommate with, because I didn't want to go alone. And we came for dinner that night, and it was a really interesting atmosphere for an experience at a church. It was very laid back and friendly and welcoming. Everybody was, some of the kids were introducing themselves to me, and Darren was saying, this is Jocelyn, you got to meet so-and-so. And so that's kind of how I got connected at Highland here, just Darren's initial contact with me at the school and motivation to come visit. So
after that initial contact, what happened to get you closer to Jesus?
Oh, that's such a big question. Well, as I look back now, I have seen that he has worked in my life in so many different ways. And they offered an opportunity for me to ask questions. They allowed me to be curious and encouraged me to have doubts and to ask those hard questions and to come and not be afraid to not have the knowledge. And as time went on, I slowly was learning more about just what Jesus' love is all about. And when I came back after the summer of being home at an internship in Brainerd, I was talking with Darren, and he had suggested that him and another one of the adults that come here, Jeremy Saylor, had thought that it would be a good idea for me to get baptized. And I was very scared, because I was like, whoa, this commitment is too big for me. I can't, no, I'm not, I don't deserve that. I'm not ready. I don't know anything about it. So I was very scared, and Darren was very calm and said, it would be really good if we could talk about it, and I'd like to, meet with you and meet with Jeremy, and we can, answer those hard questions, that I'm having. And so we did that, and we met during the week sometime after school. I would come in his office, and we would talk, and I'd talk to Jeremy, and I'd work it out with my friends, and just the people here that were encouraging and supporting me. And I was baptized on October 19th of just this last year. Just on Easter, I went up for Saturday, just for the day to spend with my family, since I've been very busy lately. And I asked if I could say a prayer at dinner. And our family, like I said, didn't grow up in the faith, so that's never really been anything we do in our home. But I felt that that I had God on my side to help support me through it. So I said a prayer, and I had said something about helping remind us what this time of year is about. I finished the prayer, and the first thing my dad says, so, what is Easter all about? And I just smiled. I was like, oh man, you just opened up this door. Jesus just let this door be open for me to share what this wonderful blessing is that he has for us, this beautiful and amazing sacrifice that he made for us. And I was able to share that with him. And I think that's special for him to be able to be comfortable to come to somebody like me, his daughter, who is almost a switched role. I look up to him, and so in that way he's able to come to me and ask me those questions. So it's made me feel very honored and very important in that way.
Yeah. It's obvious to anyone who listens that you, your life, your heart have been impacted greatly here at Hosanna Highland. How do you think you're going to take this, what God has done for you, your baptism, your relationship with Jesus, your adoption into his family? How are you going to take this into your future?
Well, I haven't thought a lot about my future with my faith as to the next place I'll be living, except that I'm trusting that God will be taking me where He needs me to go. It's very sad to be leaving here because I've built so many close relationships, and I'm scared to move away from this place that I've built so much in. But I trust that there is someone, something, somewhere that needs me and needs my experience and my heart to be a light in their life, to be that person that their family member has been praying for, to be there for. I don't know what He has in store for when I move or what the next few months or years of my life have, but I know that He does have a good plan, and that it is for the better of my good, even if it might hurt to leave or hurt to have tough conversations or ask those tough questions. I just trust that He will take care of it for me and be there with me.
That's great.
To walk next to me.